but it wasn't obvious. And no, I got nothing else. Like,
you got nothing. Well, then let's talk about some of the actors that were in this movie. Oh man, I hate my phone right now.
Of course you do.
T.J. Miller, who played Weasel. I thought he was just absolutely hilarious.
Who the hell was Weasel?
Weasel, there's the guy that ran the bar, Deadpool's friend.
You mean the crappy-looking guy?
The Okay, you call him the crappy-looking guy, meanwhile Deadpool without his mask?
Hey, I thought
he looked like, an avocado who had sex with, an ugly avocado.
No, I'd say rotten potatoes.
Yeah.
But, I think the look was perfect, and it just kind of proved why he wore a damn mask in the first place. Because, honestly, if that thing was trying to save my life, I'd probably puke and, throw myself on a sword or something. Oh
my god!
I don't know.
And then there was Marina Baccarin, who, of course, also has a recurring role on Gotham, who played Deadpool's love interest in the movie. I thought she was just absolutely hilarious, and there was some.
She could be my hero any day.
Yeah, and particularly during some of the hilarious sex scenes that they went off and had.
I could take part in some of those.
I don't know.
Ryan Reynolds could do the rest.
I'm a little concerned about that because, National Women's Liberation Day or something like that. No, I don't think either of us would be willing to go off and to endure that no matter how much we love a woman.
The sad part is she was probably bigger than him.
I have nothing to say to that.
I know, because I said it I said it for you.
Oh, great. Oh, God, we're going to hell on this show.
You know what? I've learned a long time ago that I have a residence in hell. I've never been PG anything on this show, so why ruin my record?
Well, we could just go completely Deadpool and drop 52 F-bombs.
We could, but I forgot to put explicit before we started, so we have to limit it to 2. Okay, 1.
We're not even going to go there.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I think the storyline was, really well done. The explosion should have been a hell of a lot more, and screw that, shish kebab.
Again, I think just purely, if it wasn't for the fact that, Deadpool went off and frequently broke down the fourth wall, the story probably would have been lame in some aspects, but just because of the amount of times that, of sucking us in with the dialogue, I thought it was really good. It was a simple story. Guy finds girl, guy loses girl. Guy gets turned into a hideous-looking mutant. Guy goes to get girl back. Guy kills everyone and everything. Guy gets girl back, and yeah.
All I gotta say is bad Deadpool, good Deadpool.
Bad is good.
Bad is good.
Good, bad is good. So, you went off and you have stated that 5 stars, you're giving it 10.
Yes. I will take away 2 for emo preppy girl.
So still 7 out of 5.
7 out of 5.
You hear the Oscars?
No,
this movie should win.
Did I say 2 or 3?
You took 2 away.
So it's 8. Damn, your math sucks.
Wait a minute. Yes, I'm right.
Yes, you're right.
Yes, I'm right. It is 8.
So you're wrong.
No, you said 7.
Screw it, whatever, we're both wrong.
Who knows? Who cares? I don't. You shouldn't. Anyway. This, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, we are having way too much weird fun on this one. But
no, we're not. We are fully clothed in the studio. We're not Deadpool in this crap tonight.
We all should thank the Lord Jesus that we are not.
They wouldn't be able to see us, but I would, and that is disturbing.
Yes, it is. And with that thought, I'm going to go off and I'm going to give Deadpool a serious 4 out of the 5 masks. It was, epic. I I think it's going to be very hard for any movie to touch, the epicness of this movie this year.
Why does anyone want to touch Deadpool?
I don't know. Maybe Harley Quinn wants to. And speaking of Harley Quinn, of course, that is probably the only movie, coming out this year that I think is going to be nearly as good.
Why did you point at my coffee when you're talking about Harley Quinn? Or do I have a doll on my table again? I think I have a doll.
You might have a doll.
I always have a doll somewhere.
Anyways, while we kind of sort ourselves out, we're going to hit some music, give ourselves time to go find our brains. We'll be back in a minute.
Screw you, I ain't finding mine. When we return, we'll be talking about all the characters that Marvel was too stupid to get rid of. Wait, that they were stupid to get rid of. Ah ha ha. Enjoy the music. Hey guys, welcome back to the Capt Fizz and Masked Guy show. We talked a lot about Deadpool because Deadpool is awesome and Deadpool will never stop being awesome. But now we're going to talk about very stupid Marvel. All the characters that Marvel no longer owns because apparently they didn't think it was worth keeping anymore and they are idiots.
Okay, now first off, they weren't complete idiots. Marvel, for those people who aren't aware, during the time that they were selling off all those characters, the movie rights, they were going bankrupt, so they needed to make some money. This was a quick, easy way to go off and to do so. And they have tried, since, getting back on their feet to try to get as many properties back as possible. So they've gotten some, of the less successful movie properties back, such as Daredevil and Elektra and Ghost Rider and a few others.
The Punisher.
The Punisher as well.
Punisher.
But I mean, there's still a lot that they haven't gone back. Most, I think,
we'll skip that dreaded company first. We'll move to the other non-dreaded.
Okay, there's a couple really dreaded ones. Okay, so I mean,
sorry, Fox is worse than Sony.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna skip over both of them. Universal Studios owns the rights to Namor, the Submariner, and of course in the comics they've killed off Namor. So Marvel's pretty much flipping the bird to Universal Studios, and Universal Studios also owns the rights to I think at least one more Hulk solo movie. And so I mean we won't see a solo movie as long as Disney and or Marvel and or both do not want anything to do with Universal.
What I find completely entertaining and astronomical is Universal owns the rights to Namor, which exists in the Fantastic Four, but the dreaded Fox owns the Fantastic Four, so what the hell?
Ultimately, it means that they will never, do a movie with.
So if Universal gets down and dirty in the closet with Fox, we might get Namor in the Fantastic Four?
They would actually have to go off and make a worthwhile Fantastic Four movie.
That'll never happen in 150 years.
As long as Fox owns the rights to it, because honestly, the only thing that Fox has done recently that's been remotely successful or good as far as comic book movies, of course, is Deadpool, which we could probably talk into the ground because of how epic it is.
Yes.
But, I mean, I think, and then, maybe someone could go off and tell me who the hell this guy is. What the hell is Man-Thing?
Man-Thing does not exist, does not matter anymore.
Because Lionsgate Entertainment owns the rights to the Marvel character Man-Thing.
As far as I'm concerned, Lionsgate no longer exists either. They do not put anything worthwhile out, and Man-Thing is a figment of our imagination, apparently.
apparently. I don't
But that
know.
is okay, because I like figments and I have imagination.
So, and, guys, we're not going to bore you by listing every character.
Yes, we're going to bore you by listing every single... Screw that.
Yeah, no, we're not going to. Pretty much 20th Century Fox owns the rights to all the main Fantastic Four characters.
Everybody worth mentioning.
Including Nova. So we won't see Nova in any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, even though at one point he was a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Unless Marvel / Disney / Evil Empire, takes Fox into the closet and gets down and dirty. That won't happen.
Okay. And so, I mean, of course, they own the right. 20th Century Fox also owns rights to all the X-Men characters, including
Wolverine.
And not limited to
Wolverine.
all the X-Men members of the X-Men, all their villains, and all the family members of the family.
Wait. They own Kitty.
They own Kitty Pryde. They also own
Can Fox own me now? I'll star in a movie with her.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. But of course, I mean, and when I say family members, I literally mean like Iceman's family, the Drakes, Jean Grey's family. They own the rights to, of course, Moira McTavish, and I mean, bunch of others.
Bunch of other no names that no one even bothers to know.
I mean, minor characters. It's like you, but I mean, what it really means is you're not going to go off and see Bobby Drake's parents showing up in a Marvel movie.
Yeah, you won't see anybody like that, which was disappointing because I really wanted to see a bunch of Marvel characters or X-Men characters pop into Deadpool, because it would have been nice to see Wolverine and Deadpool duke it out.
Well, I mean, they're both owned by 20th Century Fox, or at least the movie rights are, anyways. It's interesting. Then we switch over to Sony. And Sony, of course, owns the rights to all the Spider-Man properties, which is kind of interesting in itself, though, because Sony has and Marvel have recently gotten to bed with each other. I don't know. We've been
down and dirty.
So, of course, Marvel really wanted Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and so they are working together on the movie. Spider-Man is supposed to be in, Captain America: Civil War,
which I think they're gonna pull, a dirty cloth over eyes when the movie comes in and say, "Ha ha ha, we got you."
Well, it's just interesting because when we saw Deadpool the other week, there was a trailer for Civil War, and Spider-Man was conspicuous by his absence from the movie.
Yes.
Or from the trailer, I mean. So it's interesting if they're holding back on him or if he's just going to have a really small role. Mind you, I mean, Ant-Man wasn't in the trailer either, and he's supposed to be a member of Captain America's team.
Yeah, I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of last-minute cuts that you're not going to see. I know they keep promising that we'll see Spider-Man in, Captain America. I don't think we will. I think the casting was way too, close to when they started the filming and all that stuff. Plus, there's been hints that, I believe it was Black Panther or one of the other characters pretty much got Spider-Man's parts instead. So there's a lot of, back and forth. Maybe he'll make a slight cameo, maybe he won't.
I don't imagine it's going to be a very large role, but I'd be very interested to see.
It'll be him running in the background screaming.
Can you imagine, though? I mean, if the relationship between Sony and Marvel proves to be successful, we might actually get to see a version of Venom show up in a future Guardians of the Galaxy movie, because Flash Thompson's version of Venom actually, I think, is a part of the current incarnation of that group in the comic books.
I would love to see them redo, Venom. Especially, after what the disaster they did to him.
My goodness. Oh, I mean, and nothing against any of, anyone that was in that movie. Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi did the best he could, considering that he was not a fan of, the Venom character. He was more, a fan of the classic Spider-Man, before that. But I mean,